But this is pretty slick. Pun intended. Hey, it's PaulYall, and they also released a gameplay trailer right after they released the trailer. I don't know why they didn't combine the two, but hey, whatever. More videos for us to watch and react to. So I'm going to start that video right now, and we're going to check this out. It says pre-alpha game build, blah, blah, blah. I know they always give that warning, but let's just get to the game. Now, as I said in my previous video, this is made by Warner Brothers Montreal. There's also some spoilers in this, I think. If you haven't finished Arkham Knight, you might get spoiled to the ending on that. So just be warned before we go any further. It's partially why I'm talking right now over the words. But anyway, this is the developer talking. Yeah, we don't want to hear from him anyway. But anyway, these are the same folks that made Arkham Origins. Now, as I've said over and over again, Origins is my favorite one in the series in terms of combat. Story-wise was okay. Arkham City has that title for me. But gameplay and combat, easily Arkham Origins is the best. So I'm expecting at least that out of this game. Now, including the fact that everybody is... the game is co-op from the beginning. I would expect there to be some very unique co-op elements to this as well. You know, combos or whatever. So... you can already kind of see that the graphics are pretty much up to par. I mean, it looks like current gen. I wouldn't say I'm blown away by anything on this. I do appreciate the level design. You know, this gigantic swath of ice that's covering this entire, these buildings and however many parts of the city or whatever. Clearly, I was about to call him Iceman. I literally was about to call him Iceman. Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is, angry and doing his thing. And the developer guy's talking about some of their moves and whatnot. I mean, it's obvious enough. She's got a little Tompa here. She looks and plays, from what I can gather, like traditional Batman with a few more high-flying moves. That's just kind of. And then I love the fact that she calls the bats here. I miss the bats. The bats are the best part, well, one of the best parts of Arkham City. You can hit the bats, keep your combo going, and then continue on. But they took the bats away for some reason in Arkham Knight. They made a lot of decisions in Arkham Knight that I don't agree with, but that's not what this video is about. It's about Gotham Knights. Batman Gotham Knights. So they're building up the story here. You have to get up to the, they have to basically work their way up this gigantic tower. And look at the... I don't know, the detail in the ice going over the clock like that, and having little walkways defined out, and of course they're walking right now. I'm not sure why they're walking so slow. I'm assuming it's just kind of to show the game. But we got some lightning effects. I don't know how Mr. Freeze would be causing that, but apparently he is. Or maybe he's working with somebody who can do that. I don't know. But this is pretty slick. Pun intended. Just kind of how the ice falls and then they slide down, and kind of gets him in the building. Gets your foot in the door, right? They're trying to figure out how to get in there. Well, that'll do it. Pun also intended on that foot in the door thing. Way to get broken up over it, Robin.
Gotham Knights is built to let players approach each challenge with their
preferred style and preferred build. I'm not exactly sure what that means just yet. I will assume, obviously building out the character the way you wanted to go and playing with which character you want to play with. But, I don't exactly know what that means yet. Whether that means certain movesets are only available for certain tree paths or what, I don't know. But anyway, regardless. Combat looks smooth. It seems fairly succinct. I'm not seeing a whole lot of the early... Everyone always complains... I say everyone. A lot of my friends complain about how Arkham Knight, the Arkham series in general, has problems with collision detection. I'm not seeing that at all. I love her dodge, by the way. I don't know if that's just the developers timing it or whether that's an actual move of hers or not. But I love the fact that she can just dodge like that. That's pretty slick. But I mean, just look how smooth the combat looks. Look how there's no issues really with collision detection. Now they're not zooming in like they did to Batman on the final last guy. You can see that he kicks his shin and then he holds his arm or whatever. But you know, still, all this looks smooth, looks crystal clear, looks like it's running fine. I don't see any kind of real issues with any of this. No complaints. Which I'm sure the guys at Warner Brothers Montreal are just super happy to hear.
These cables on the floor.
Good powers of observation, Batgirl. I can see why you're in this job. Sorry, I had to say it. What else can we say? I mean, look, the little guy sitting right there. I didn't notice him before. Just the guy holding his head there. He just kind of got frozen into the wall. Little details like that are nice. Well, you know what? I won't go off on that. I was going to go off into a Joker tangent, but I'll just leave that alone. Joker's not part of this game that we know so far, so we're going to leave it alone.
Almost there.
But I'm wondering, like, what's Robin doing right now? So we're following her. Is Robin just, like, right behind her? Can Robin take another route to get there? Oh, yeah, there he is. Never mind. He's just right behind her. So now we come up on the boss fight with Mr. Freeze. And for anybody who's played Arkham City, that Mr. Freeze boss fight was my favorite. So much fun. I love that they made you do all the things that you did in that fight. I can't imagine it'll be the same in this. I mean, why would they regurgitate something like that? But nonetheless, looking forward to seeing how this operates. Now, the guy says later on that as your character levels up, your enemies level up with you. So Batgirl at level 5 may have different moves and different abilities at level 25. So does Mr. Freeze. So Mr. Freeze will do different attacks and do different things based on your level, which is awesome. That's replayability. That makes you want to go back and try to fight Mr. Freeze again if you want to, or maybe hold off until you get fully loaded with all your stuff and then go fight him, so you know you're fighting him at his peak. You know, that's my kind of deal right there. So I am looking forward to seeing more move sets or more gear, more gadgets from each of these folks.
So confronting a villain like Mr. Freeze,
Yeah, so that's what the guy's saying. Level 5 or level 10, could be different.
and
Not just stats, but defensive attack. Yeah. So basically, just saying what I just said. I would like to see, obviously Nightwing and
Gotham Knights.
Red Hood I'm super interested in playing with him. But anyway, so that's the gameplay. What else can I say? It looks good. I'm looking forward to getting to that into that with my friends and talking some trash as we beat up some bad guys. I love the fact that the enemies' move sets and everything change as you change. I think that's awesome. So again, that's replayability. That's making me want to not just play the game once and put it on the shelf, the digital shelf, for the rest of my life. That makes me want to go back and play a game, and I think that's important on a game. That's something that I think has been lost, but that's for another video. Anyway, hey, what'd you think? Are you excited for Gotham Knights? Did you think the gameplay was mediocre? Did you think it was awesome? Let me know. Put something in the comments, and I'll talk back to you in a nice way. So otherwise, hey, like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please check out my Twitch, and that's all you need.